Hello, Internet. So tonight we're going to take a look at New Mutants 98 that I pressed earlier today. Looking pretty good in the cold press. And as the thumbnail suggests, I got a mail call. Awesome thing came in today. It's the IMACUDRY from Immaculate Comics. And it looks super sweet. And I'm very excited to test it and see how it works for stopping shrinkage of washed comic books. I have a book in the wash right now. This was something I was working on last week. You'll notice that on the right side, there's still that big stain there. I didn't put the ultra white on this book, and I think had I, we would have seen a lot of that stain disappear. I may do that yet, but this will be a great test book for the IMACUDRY. Secondly, a split developed in the cover of the book, like where the most dirty part is, just washing it, and there's a little bit of a split. And, I really don't know how to prevent that, because all I'm doing is adding water to it. I'm gently placing it in the washer. I'm gently placing it in the light, so I don't know. This is the second in a row that had a little bit of a split. These are very old books. They are very dirty books. Sometimes the dirt is all that's holding them together. But I'm a little, I'm not really frustrated, just sort of like WTF, like hopefully this isn't normal and regular. But regardless, I'll stop whining. So here is the New Mutants 98. Looks really good. I got the dent out of the side. I don't really want to take it out of the cold press to sort of investigate it. I'm going to wait a couple days. Here's the grade that it had, the CBCS 9.2, and I'm pretty excited about the book, and I think it's going to be really cool. So moving on, this is the IMACUDRY, and it is 2 sheets of plexiglass with a ton of holes drilled in it to help the drying process under pressure, okay? And it apparently stops the shrinking of the book. The book shrinks by more than a couple millimeters, which is significant when you're, the book is only so big, so you shrink it and the cover doesn't fit the pages. It looks like a married cover, it's a red flag as far as grading goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove cap 118 here. I can just turn this off. I'm going to give that 1 second to sort of drip, drip, drip. All right. So what you'll notice, okay, with the IMACUDRY, this is the hardware, all right? These are elevated clamps, okay? And they create a cavity underneath the book so that airflow can get to the underside of the book and aid in the drying process. There are 4 holes here to put them through, and there's 8 washers. There's 4 on the screw bolts and 4 that attach on the other side. This is Ramee paper, which is going to be crucial in the process for keeping the paper protected, okay? And I will be applying that also in just a moment. So it looks like a super cool product to me. I love getting new stuff, especially from Immaculate Comics, because he makes all my favorite toys. And so here we go. I'm going to put it together. This is the first time I'm using it. It's on camera. So if there's anything that I mess up, it's going to just be messed up. So here we go. Okay, so just going to remove this. Let me go ahead and place, I need to set up, this is very important. I do recommend a flat surface for working with this product. It's a large product, and I asked Rick when he was developing it, like, are those screws difficult to deal with wet hands, you know, like, is it easy to drop? And this is the first time I've put it together. I haven't seen a tutorial on how Rick thinks it should be done, but this is what I've come up with. This is my idea. All right, so we're facing up. You notice the IMACUDRY is upside down or backwards, okay? Because aesthetically, I want it to be correct. And so the top is down. All right, so here's my Rame with grooves cut out. And I'm just going to grab the book now. All right. Wet paper is weak paper, as Immaculate Comics always says. So just want to gently place. Looks like we fit. Now the first thing I notice is that I do have some overlay, some gaps on the Rame. And I hope that doesn't cause sticking to the board. Okay. I think in the future I can cut this Rame a little bit closer, but this is a pretty tight fit. This is a prototype, so there could be advances in the future. Just want to be extra careful because there is a split here. Whenever I'm not talking, that's when I'm like nervous, you know? Okay. So it's a little difficult to lay. To get it aligned. All right, that looks pretty safe there. I don't like the tab sticking out. I need to cut the Rame better. Not a lot of room for error here. Okay. I should have cut the Rame according to the book as opposed to according to the bolt. And I think tomorrow I will cut more Rame. Luckily I have some. Here are the washers. Okay. One okay for each washer. Now these are the spacers. You can see the the female. And I guess tightness will be calibrated over time, just learning this. And I don't know if the weight of the book is, or the weight of the plastic is what is doing the work, or if the pressure of the clamp, or if both. Clamp and... So it is plastic, you know, you don't want to over tighten. So there we go. It feels solid. It feels very solid. So I'm definitely going to cut some better Rame paper. I don't like the uneven Rame. I did that. So I think in others, Ramey will be included. I did not get any Ramey paper. So, all right. Well, that's what we're doing tonight. Okay, maybe I should measure the book. That would be a good idea. Probably a little too late, but we'll see. All right. It grew in the washing machine. Thirteen and 13/16. 13 and 13/16. Okay. 13 and 13/16. And so earlier I measured the book and it looks like it was it was 13 and 3/4. Just shy of 3/4. So it grew a 16th and a 32nd, whatever the math is on that. 3 32nds. It grew 3 32nds. So, all right. So that's what I've got tonight. I'm going to keep an eye on this. Rick said dry time's about an hour and a half, so I'm going to check on it in about an hour and see what's going on and hope that I don't have any sticking to the unprotected areas of the corners, and hopefully I get a good result. I'd like to see it not shrink below this number. Okay, that's the goal, is to get it as close to this as possible. All right, so hopefully that's what's going to happen. So let's take one more look at Pretty Deadpool here. I can tell that the chamfered boards are just cooking that spine up real nice. It's going to have a nice roundness to it. It's going to be gorgeous when it gets out. I'm excited about it. So happy to have removed the dent here. We'll see on the back cover how that looks. I did press it back cover up, so but I like to display them, you know, front cover up. So I haven't really looked at the back cover yet. So that's what I got tonight. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you. Let me just check if there's anybody watching, maybe. Okay, did have a viewer, no comments, but all right, that's gonna do it, and I'll be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock if I don't have lunch with my friend. And all right, have a great evening. Toy episode tomorrow. Gonna be good.